families. Congratulations, you have finished your Handwriting Without Tears student workbook. However, we want you to continue writing throughout the year. In these videos, I will be showing you activities that you can have your students work on to continue practicing writing every day for your handwriting lessons. Remember, when holding your pencil, a great way to do it is to hold your 3 fingers together, slide them down the pencil, and this will help your student hold their pencil the proper way. Another great thing I have is called a pencil grip. This pencil grip can be put on your pencil and will also allow your student to hold the pencil properly by gripping it at the bottom of your pencil. Another great thing I found is called a claw, which is another type of pencil grip. The claw fits on your pencil like this, and then your students can simply take their fingers, put them in the slots, and this will help them hold their pencil the correct way as well. A pencil grip can be found at your local store, and I ordered this pencil grip claw on Amazon.com. So for today's lesson, we will be practicing writing our name. For this lesson, we will use the paper that came with your Handwriting Without Tears kit. Remember, this paper can be found in the handwriting section in your OLS, and you can simply print up as much paper as you need as we continue our lessons. Eventually, we will be using paper that has lines on it that your student will be using throughout their writing career, but for now, let's use the paper that came with our kit. So we are going to be writing our names today. And remember, when you are helping your student write their name, there are several things that I want you to remind them. The first thing to remind our students is that we should always write neatly, and that we should take our time, and that our letters are always formed from top to bottom. Now we are going to be writing our first name for this lesson, but if your student is ready to move on to their first and last name, I would encourage that as well. If they are not ready yet, then that will be a goal that we will be working towards throughout the rest of the year. All right, so let's start with writing our name. Remind your student that when we write our name, again, we should be writing neatly, and that the first letter in our name will always be an uppercase or capital letter. So let's begin. If your student writes any letters backwards, I would remind them about how we form our letters and which direction they go, and encourage them to erase and then write it correctly. A great idea would be to have an alphabet chart and a number chart right near your student when they are writing, in case they forget the way the letter looks or which direction the letter goes in. They can refer back to that. If you don't have an alphabet chart at your house, a great tool that you could use would be the chart that came in your Handwriting Without Tears teacher guide. So you can get your teacher guide, and the very last page in that guide has all of the letters of the alphabet how they are formed, which way they go, and how to form them properly. Remember, we will start all of our letters from top to bottom. And this is always a great tool to use so that your student can refer back to that chart as a reminder. After your student finishes writing their name once, I would have them move over, leave a little bit of space, and then practice writing it again. Reminding your student that we will always begin with that uppercase or capital letter, and that they will always be followed by lowercase letters. Using this paper will allow your student to write their name 2 to 3 times per line. For this lesson, I would have them continue writing their name along all of the lines of the paper. So they will have this line to write on. Then they will move down to this line. And then they will work at the bottom of the page and write their names down here as well. Like I said, if they can write their first and their last name, I would definitely encourage that. However, if you are still working on your first name, that is fine as well. I hope this helps, and happy name writing!